The Lion King was conceived during conversation among various Disney executives to whom several writers submitted early treatment. Original director Gorge Scrivener and the envisioned The Lion King as a natural documentary style film, with Aller joining as co-director after having worked in a story department of several successful animated Disney films. The Lion King plot drew inspiration from several sources, notably William Shakespeare play Hamlet. Wolverton, a screenwriter for Disney Beauty and the Beast, 1991, drafted early version of The Lion King, a script which Machi and Robert were hired to revise once Wolverton left to the reprise of the project. Scribner departed due to disagreement over the studio decision to remake the film as a musical with the original song by the Elton John and the Tim Rice, and Minkoff was hired to replace him in April 1992. Throughout production, the creative team visited Kenya for research and inspiration. Released in theaters on June 24, 1994 by the Walt Disney Picture. The Lion King was praised by the critic for its music, story, theme, and animation. With an initial worldwide gross of $763 million, it completed its theatrical run as the highest grossing film of the 1994 and the second highest grossing film of all time. Behind Jurassic Park 1993, it held the title of the highest grossing animated film until it was replaced by the Finding Nemo in the 2003. The film remained the highest grossing the traditionally animated film of all time, having its initial gross remained the highest grossing initial gross for a traditionally animated film until it was surpassed 31 years later by the Domain Escalari. Kim Kamshitu no Eva, the movie. Infinity Castle in 2025, the film was also the best-selling film on home video, having sold over the 55 million copies worldwide. It won 2 Academy Awards as well as the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy. It is considered by the many to among the greatest animated films ever made. The success of the film launched a multi-million-dollar franchise company, a Broadway adaptation to direct-to-video follow-up to television series and the photorealistic remakes, which itself espoused and the prequel, which in 2019 also became the highest-grossing animated film at the time of its release. In 2016, The Lion King was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of the Congress. Congress is the being culturally, historically, or the authentically significant. In the Pride land of Pride of the Lion rule over the kingdom for the prize, rocking King Mustafa and Queen Sarvi, newborn son. Simba is present to the gather animal by the Rafiki and the Mandrili, who several and the kingdom, the shaman and the advisor Mustafa, and the brother Scar, convent, the threat and the plot and the eliminated Mustafa and the Simba so that he may become king. When Simba grew into young cub, Mustafa shows him the prize land and forbid him to explore beyond its borders. Mustafa explained to Simba the responsibilities of the kingship, the circle of life which connected all living things. Scar manipulate the Simba into exploring elephant the graveyard beyond. On the prize land, the three Simba and his best friend Nala, and the chest by the three spotted hens named Sanji, Fenji, and Ed. Mustafa is alerted by the him Majordomo, the Horville, Jeju, and rescue the cub. Through the disappointed in the Simba for the disobeying him and endangering himself and the Nala. Mustafa forgive him. He explained that the great things of the past watch over them from the night sky from the which he will one day watch over Simba. Scar visits the angels to convince him to help him to kill Mustafa and the Simba is exchanged to hunting right in the Bright Land. Scar lure Simba into the gorge and the single and the hands to drive a large herd of the wild beast into a stem to trample him. He then alerts Mustafa, who saves Simba and tries to escape the gorge, and the bird is scared greatly in the throwing him into the stamped to death. Scar then the David and the Simba into believing that the Mustafa's death was his fault, and they tell him to leave the kingdom and never return. He ordered the Hanes to kill Simba, but Simba escaped. Unaware of Simba survive. Scar tells the prince that the stamp killed both Mustafa and Simba, and they step forward the new king, allowing the Hanes into the prince's land. Simba collapsed in the desert, but is rescued by two outcasts and the Markat and the Warthog named Tim and the Pumbaa. Simba grew up his two new friends in their oasis, living a carefree life under their motto Hakuna Matata. No worries in the wild. Here the adult Simba rescue Timon and the Pumbaa from hungry lions who reveled to be Nala. Simba and Nala fall in love, and she argue him and return home. Tell him that the price and land have become thoughtful, stricken under scarred release region. Still feeling guilty over Mustafa's death, Simba refuses and leaves angrily. He encounters Rafiki, who tells us Simba that the Mustafa spirit lives on in him. Simba is visited by the spirit of the Mustafa in the sky, who tell him that must take his place as king. After Rafiki advised him to learn from the past instead of running from it, Simba decided to return to the prize land. Aided by his friend Simba, Snake fast hands at the prize of rock and comfort Scar, who soon become the over the spouse role in Mustafa's death. Scar then the relief to the Simba that he killed Mustafa. In Ran, Simba retailed and the first Scar to the confess the truth to the pride. A battle ensues between Simba and his allies, and the Hanans Scar attempt to escape but is cornered by the Simba at a legend near the top of the Pride Rock. Asgard began a mercy and attempt to deceive Simba by the blaming his action on the Hanan. Simba spared Asgard's life, but ordered him to leave the prize and land forever. Asgard refused and attacked Simba, flying a brief battle. Simba threw Asgard up the ledge. Asgard survived the fall, but the hands who overheard him betrayed them, attacked and mauled him to death. With Asgard and the Hanans gone, Simba took his place as king. The Nala became his queen. With the prize land restored, Rafiki presents Simba and Nala, with newborn cub to the assembled animal thus the continued circle of life.